Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris at Randy Kuehl Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and this is the brand new 2026 Honda CR-V EX. We're going to walk up to the window sticker. You guys are welcome to pause the video right about there if you want to explore on your own. You can see it's going to be a 2026 Honda CR-V all-wheel drive. It's also available in a two-wheel drive option for a small price adjustment, and the trim is going to be an EX model. So middle of the road for your conventional gas. Goes LX, EX, EXL. On the top right hand corner talks about the fuel economy, 27 for the city, 31 for the highway with a combined of 29. Down on the right hand corner talks about safety ratings, but right now on the window sticker it shows to be rated. You'll find more information as time goes on for the window sticker, but you can find more online. Where the vehicle's made at, you can see 60% US and Canadian parts from there, and then the list of the standard features and functions. Now, American Honda does charge a little more for selective colors, like $455 for selective colors. You see that on the window sticker if it applies. Now, remote start comes standard. You get 2 key fobs. To use your remote, all you have to do is hit lock and hold down the circle button. You'll see the light's gonna flash. There we go, started. It confirmed, lights flash again. Now it's on and running in 10-minute intervals. Heats and cools the vehicle to 72 degrees. Now, all of your Honda safety features come standard. I'm talking about your lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, forward collision, and road departure. You also gain blind spot information with cross traffic alert. So safety is pretty much this middle name. You get a lot of bang for your buck for the safety features and comfort features on this. Now we get a nice big massive black grille. Then of course you get the big H on there, chrome action. Wraps right around from daytime running lights all the way to the next one. Wipers are right underneath the hood line. Let's say if you're done using a remote start, you can hold that little button down and then boom, it goes away. We'll come over here to these nice 18-inch alloyed rims. Then we'll take a step back to see the side profile of the vehicle. I'll throw some exterior measurements up there so you guys see how it compares to other cars out there in the market, but most importantly, will it fit in the garage or not? Let us know. I'm getting a little very distracted with all the traffic right behind me, so bear with me. Now, cosmetics. We got body colored handles, chrome action around the windows, rear tinted windows. It's a body colored side mirror with a turn-in indicator in it, and it's going to be heated side 1 too as well. So that's nice. Now these side mirrors, as you can see, they're not in the A-pillar. They're down on the door, and they're going to be breakaway too as well. So if you bump them, that's not a problem, or need to fold them in. It's quick and easy, pops in and out. Also, we're gonna have blind spot information system, as I mentioned earlier, as you're driving down the road for city and highway speeds. If someone's in your blind spot, that's gonna light up a nice solid bright orange. Then we need to have you turn the indicator on. While someone's in your blind spot, it's gonna flash at you to let you know. And also it's gonna beep at you, okay? We're also gonna have a smart entry system. So you get the key fob with you. Doors all locked. You got this in your purse, pocket, jacket. Walk up, put your hand in the handle, and unlocks the door. You can choose you want all doors to unlock or just the driver's side door. You can also keep this in your pocket. Put your thumb down here in the little ridges. It locks everything up so you can walk away with confidence. Now we're also going to have the walk away auto lock feature. So let's say we shut the car, we shut the door. If it's enabled, we've got the key. Get so far away, boom, it locks all the doors. So you never have to second guess yourself. Did I lock my car doors? Did I not? I don't know. So now you have to panic, go out there and try to hit the lock button. You cannot accidentally lock your keys in the vehicle. Whoops, there we go. I hit this because it's a habit. The car realized, hey, door's open, you hit lock, I sense the key in here, you shut it. It's like, nope, this is an accident. I have a video that's going to show you how to purposely lock your key in the car, and then also how to extend the idle shutdown time too as well. So pretty much, let's say if I have the car on and running right now, I keep it the way it is. Mom, dog's in there, whoever was the case is going on, I shut the door, walk away, come back in 20 minutes, the car will be off automatically. There's a loophole. Watch that video, okay? Now, capless gas tank, when the car is unlocked, the door is unlocked. Slide and go, quick and easy. We'll come back here towards the back. So we got a nice LED tail lights. We got badge of honor, CR-V down below, multi-angle rear camera. It's gonna be on there, and we have a body colored spoiler for the hatch. Now, you probably noticed there's a power liftgate button. As you guys would guess, this is what that is for the hatch, right? Well, that's not a power liftgate. What this is, if you recall, putting your hand in the handle, or maybe that little button off there to the side that you would do to lock the doors, stuff like that. It's kind of the same kind of concept. So let's say, for example, I just want to access the hatch while keeping these other doors locked. Well, everything's locked right now. If I click that, it just unlocks that while keeping these all locked up. That's the whole point of that, okay? Now, also, remember when you put your thumb down on the ridges, it locks everything up? That's the same thing what this little button will do too. Locks everything up, so I have to take my key fob out of my pocket from there. Now, carpet mats come standard. This whole thing comes up a level. Spare tire down underneath. Additional tools you may need for those unforeseen events. Courtesy tie down. Little hook, 12 volt LED lights. You got a nice little groove in here. So if you want to buy a privacy blind, cargo cover, whatever you want to call it, snaps right in, comes right in here. So it keeps your supplies out of the sun. People can go back to the good old days minding their own P's and Q's. LED light, hook, boom. That's pretty much the back. You probably notice this little cutout. So let's say if the car is dead, the battery is dead, whatever it is, you can't access the use the electric to like unlock by the key fob and stuff like that, but you need to get into the gas tank, right? Because you're running out of gas, who knows what's going on. You can actually flip this open, and this is your emergency unlock for that right there for you. I feel like I'm going all over the board here with all the traffic going by. New spot for the videos. Throwing me out of my normal routine. All right, so we'll grab this. Check out the interior before we dive in. I'm going to throw some interior measurements up there so you guys know how much room's in there for your friends, pet, cargo, whoever's brave enough to tag along from there. Now, you'll see we have a nice leather, power windows, cubby space down below, a little trim work going on, a little more badge of honor, speaker down below, then a cloth interior. Comes right down, armrest, cup holders. For those that have car seats, third seat belt, you can release that quick and easy. Let's see if we can do it one-handed. You grab that, stick it in right in there, push, it releases. And then gets secured right up there. All season mats don't come with it. We have them in here. We live in Iowa. People get them because of Iowa winters, sand, snow, mud. You guys get the point. Amazing laser cut tight fit, adjustable vents, a couple USB-C plugins, then a courtesy pocket right over there for additional cargo space. Boom, that's the back seat. Now these will adjust and recline or fold down with this right here. 60-40 split seats. Nice leather, power windows, power locks, your mirror selector between left and the right, the D-pad to adjust accordingly, the window lock button. This is my wife's favorite button. I love playing around with the windows. She hates it. She locks it out, watches me suffer, and she's happy. So that's a win-win there. And then we got some cubby space down below. Power seats over here for the driver, forward, back. Get a little tilt on that front half and lower that down, raise and lower, recline, and two-way lumbar support. Pedals A to B, hood release right here. Let's pop that and show you some common courtesy things you may do on your own. Here we are right underneath the hood with a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine with a CVT transmission. I'll throw some horsepower and torque up there so you know what you're playing around with. Towing capacity is up to 1,500 pounds, so you got some light towing. That'd be good for like a bike wreck, stuff like that, or very small stuff. Now, common courtesy things you do on your own. Washer fluid, it's a blue cap, easy to find. Dipstick, easy to find as a bright orange. Oil caps right up here. Coolant. Brake fluid. battery is exposed, easy, just in case you got to jump someone, get jump, replace that bad boy, clean that all up. Good job, Honda. Fuse box. Then anything else besides that, I'm calling maybe my local Honda service center. I'm sure they'd be glad to answer more of those advanced questions or answer any kind of preventive maintenance options, okay, from that point. So let's do one more time look over for those that have the capabilities and the skills, the tools to work on their own vehicle. All right, let's jump inside and get all the fun done there. All right, guys, so here we are for day 2 of the video. We're inside the driver's seat now. You probably noticed that the exterior color has changed, but that's it. They're both are going to be the EX model. The closest one, the most available one to grab to continue out the video. First steps, make sure you have the key fob with you. It could be in your pocket, purse, jacket, up in the car. You get the point, just somewhere in the vehicle. Now to turn this on, apply onto the brake pedal, press it down, smack the push button start. We're on and running. Let's continue this video. Over here on the left hand side, you got the release. Pull that down. Now you can push this in, pull it out, down and up, lock it right back in place. Now we have time to honk the horn in 3, 2, 1. That's the horn. Now let's talk about the controls on the wheel here quick. You got your cruise control or adaptive cruise control is going to be this button right there. So when you select this, you see one of 2 icons on the driver's interface. This is one of them for the adaptive cruise control because it has a picture of a car in front of the speedometer. That's adaptive cruise, ACC. Now this is your standard cruise. To switch between the two, you're gonna come over here and press and hold that button right there. It automatically switches for you. So that's nice. Now to select the distance between you and the car in front of you for your adaptive cruise control, instead of holding this down, you're going to tap this bad boy. See that? The more lines you have up there, the further distance of following. Less lines means you're going to follow closer between you and the car in front of you. Now to set your cruise control, it's going to be this toggle switch right here. It says set, toggle it down. Then you can adjust your speed from that point. So pretty nice. Next one's going to be your lane keep assist and traffic jam assist. This is what allows you to keep you in the center of your lane. So traffic jam assist works between 25 to 45. Lane keep assist works between 45 to 90 miles an hour. So when you select this, you get a matching icon right up there to let you know it's available. Both of these are available now. So when it's actively working, I go out my lane a little bit, beep, 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 beep. You can turn that off or on for the beeping and brings you back and puts you back in the center of your lane. Beautiful. I love it. Helps out for those long journey drives. You're in the car forever. All right. Now, when they're actively working, you see these icons go from white to green to give you a visual confirmation. I'm doing my job. All right. Let's roll up the windows. Get some of the AC going. Now, right over here for the wiper stick, we got adjustable and mitten wipers, and they get your rear wiper right there. Lights, turning indicators, quick and easy, pretty easy. Media controls for your music, station, sources, and volume, voice command. Hey, call Crazy Honda Chris on mobile phone. Set up your oil change, buy a brand new car, who knows what. And then we got your little wheel action to navigate through the menu and the home button to back out. So there we go. Let's talk about the layout on the driver's interface screen. You got your speed, digital speed, traffic sign, front facing camera right up here, find speed limit signs and throws it up there to let you know the speed limit. Also, you can turn this on or off for it to flash and warn you when you're speeding. You can also adjust that if you want it to warn you at speed limit, 3, 5, or 10 above the speed limit. I won't tell if you don't tell, okay? You can see what drive mode you're in, miles of the vehicle. Gas tank, this is a full tank. We're looking at the Hershey bars down there. You can see it's 86 degrees outside. We're in park. And then we can see it's 205. And then we got the menu right over here with the tachometer. Okay? Now let's talk about the menu options. The controls for the menu is going to be a little wheel action. Just go up and down and push in on the wheel to select items or menus. First one is going to be range and fuel. You can see right now with 4 miles on the vehicle, we're averaging 3 miles per gallon. Probably the whole thing has been burning fuel since I've been doing this video, right? So we know that will change. So based on 4 miles, we have a estimation, a guesstimation, however you want to word it, that we can go 400 miles before the vehicle goes on empty based on the current tank and history. So this thing is all computer generated. As I stumbled through that. All right, so I had to pause it there because I had to sneeze. All right, so you guys get the whole point about that. That range is going to be computer generated based on your driving habits. So it's going to be different for you and I. So taking consideration summer driving, winter driving, am I more heavier on the gas pedal? You know, am I doing city versus highway? That's computer generated, okay? Now you also have a graph down there below. You got 0 to 90. That's going to show you lifetime fuel economy that you're getting at that time. Now, as I scroll down on the wheel on this menu, you see you got a trip A and trip B. To reset that, you simply push in the wheel, and then you come up here to reset. Done. Now we're going to select the home button right here. It backs you all the way out. Speed and time. Audio. Pretty quick and easy. You can scroll up and down. You can choose the items right here. Phone. Find any speed dials saved up through the through this. I can call people quick and easy on that way. Driver's attention monitoring system. So the car knows the difference between you doing a real bad job at driving or the wind blowing you around. So if you're doing a bad job at driving, I'm assuming you probably want the car to alert you. It will. It will show you one bar up there. It gives you an audible sound, pretty much telling you to pull over and take a coffee break. All-wheel drive torque. You can see where the all-wheel drive kicks in as you need it and how much, where. Seatbelts. You can see who's sitting where, not wearing a seatbelt, or where the seatbelt is plugged in at and not. Maintenance. It's going to tell you what's due for your next service. So I have a video out there. It's very helpful. You see codes up there, A, B, 1 through 7. What do they mean? How to keep up on your vehicle. Safety support. Scroll down. You can turn off road departure, blind spot information, or your forward collision. As you play around with this stuff, you probably see this right down there, that icon. It was full green. Now it's a little partial green and gray. If you turn everything off, it's all grayed out. So it's a nice quick little visual to let you know. No content. So if you hold down the wheel, you go from miles to kilometers. We'll keep it on kilometers. Oh, sorry, miles. Then brightness on the driver's interface. Vehicle stability assist or traction control. If you need to turn that off, this is where you go. And there we go. Get a nice little reminder down there. It's off. But I'm going to turn it right back on. Vehicle settings. I have a video out there that's going to show you how to customize all of your vehicle settings. You want all the beeps, none of the beeps, the sensitivity, stuff like that. That's a good about 20-minute video. Gauge display. If you want to hide some of these stuff like speed and time, boom, it's unchecked. It won't show up there anymore. You can clean up some of the clutter. Warnings like a low fuel, doors left open, things like that. Warnings. You guys get the point. Now we're going to back up. We're going to look at the dashboard here quick. Where are the adjustable vents? You got yours way over there. We're going to argue about these. These are pretty massive, pretty much thumb to index. A good size. We'll argue about these. Hazard lights if you ever need them. And then we got this one here. We won't argue. This one's mine, obviously, right? We'll come right up here. We got a nice 9-inch touchscreen. Time up there, general settings. Nothing too much to brag about underneath general settings. You go back home. Let's talk about the audio source. So you're going to have FM, AM, USB, Bluetooth, wireless Apple CarPlay, and wireless Android Auto. Pretty much takes your Google Maps, Apple Maps, displays it right up there with any other compatible apps. It's all wireless, no longer plug and play. Good job, Honda. All right. Now, let's talk about the radio stations here quick, how to find those. You just select tune. You type in, I don't know, a random station here quick. Boom, hit OK. Now to save it, is to click and hold. Saved. Let's say if I got a lot of happy, save one too many of those same ones. Honda has allowed you now to click and hold this, and instead of just saving over it, you can remove it. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Hit that up there again. Takes me back to this menu. There we go. That's Radio 101. Pretty nice. Connection for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Volume off and on for the radio from there. So yeah, that's going to be your touchscreen. Pretty quick, nice and easy. You can select the time right up there. Then you can adjust the format. You can do some changes from that point too. Okay. Now we'll come down here to climate controls or center console controls. You got your front heated seats. As I play around with this stuff, you'll see it right up there. So as you're driving down the road, I won't be like, I can see it from right there as I'm playing around. So heated seats, already burning. Got to keep them warm. Climate control, we have dual climate. So as I play around with this is mine. I like it up there. Wife, she likes it more around 70 degrees. She's not freezing. I'm nice and comfortable and alive to tell more about these cars. So fan speed, off and on. We'll keep it on. Circulation, different modes. Once again, it's all right up there. Front defroster. Rear defroster with heated side mirrors, AC on and off. Pretty easy and straightforward. You got your sync button right there. So now you have the green light. So as I play around this, there we go. The auto button, the car's going to do everything in its power to maintain that particular. It controls the fan speed and everything from that point automatically, okay? We have a couple USB-C plugins down below, a 12-volt plug-in there. And then we have a deep tray with a wireless phone charger. You actually have a shifter here. So that's kind of nice. It has a little light. So when you put the vehicle into reverse, you can see your backup camera. We have a 3-mode backup camera. So this is more of a nice 180 view. Come on, focus. There we go. More of a right behind you view. Then a straight down shot from your rear bumper view. So that's your bumper right here. Okay. This would be great when you're doing some parallel parking, backing up. You see how close you're getting to that wall, that car, that other bumper, things like that. Now, as you turn your wheel, of course, that changes colors to let you know your wheels are not straight in a line. Give you a nice little visual guideline from that point. That's off. Now on for your cross-traffic monitoring system. So when you're in reverse and a car is coming from the side, it will alert you to, hey, don't back up yet. There's a car coming. I think I'm losing my voice from all these videos I'm trying to record today. So there it is. Now you got a couple different modes. You got neutral drive, S mode for lower short gear ratio, and then you have a low gear drive for those steep hills and stuff like that. Now we have drive modes right here. Those are your gears. Drive modes from here. You got a toggle switch. You'll see it on the driver's interface. Normal. It'd be great for today's driving. Oh yeah, beautiful, sunny out there, 86 degrees, sweating pretty darn quick. Anyways, go down to Econ mode. Econ is going to make you more fuel efficient, most effective for your highway driving, okay? It's going to be sacrificing acceleration power, AC power, to give you better highway fuel economy. You may see anywhere from 2 to 4 more miles a gallon, depending on your driving habits and condition. Now, it's not as effective for your city because of the consistently stop and going. Those hot summer days, you just have to choose. It's 100 degrees outside. Do I want to be fuel efficient or comfortable? Me, I like to whine. So if I'm not comfortable, I'm going to whine. Ask the kids from that point when it comes to the hot weather. So I'm picking AC comfortability. So anyways, we'll go down to the next one. We got snow mode. Pretty much saying, hey kids, it's cold outside. Put on the jacket. It's saying, hey car, there's snow on the ground. Let's optimize your handling for the snow environment. So it's going to help with the spin ratio of the tires and everything to help keep you on the road a little better. Now we got hill descent right over there. We got idle stop. I know. There's a lot of mixed feelings out there. If you guys don't know what idle stop is, let me explain it to you. So idle stop, every time the vehicle's into drive and it meets a requirement by engines to temp, cabins to temp, and other requirements. When you get to a stop at a drive-through, stop sign, whatever the case is, but fully press on the brake, it shuts off the engine. Okay, while your foot's on the brake. Whole point about that is about being more of fuel emission awareness. That's all we're trying to do. It's thank you, Uncle Sam, why we have to do it. So as soon as you take your foot off the brake, boom, it starts right up before you apply onto the gas. Okay, so there we go. Now the idle stop, if you don't like it, you have to hit this button every single time. Okay, now let's say if your vehicle is in S mode or maybe an L mode, right? The idle stop will not engage. It has to be in drive every single time, and it has to meet requirements. It has programs to protect itself. Okay, now we have electrical park and brake. Let's say the vehicle's in park, you push that. There we go. So you pull it up. I had to take my foot off the brake. You pull it up, you can see it's engaged. You see it there, and then you see it there. Now, someone can't just, oops, be a goofball and then release it. You have to put your foot down on the brake and then push it right in. Now it's released. Hold brake is great, so when you have your seatbelt plugged in, you know what, let's just do it here quick. Let's set this down somewhere. There we go. We're plugged in. Safety. Let's smack that. We smack that button there. Do I have enough cord for my mic? Yes. So with that on, you can see I have hold brakes engaged. So now when I put the vehicle into drive, you see it's on hold right now. My foot's on the brake, just shifted to drive, taking my foot off the brake right now. Boom. Foot's off the brake, vehicle's in drive, and it's holding down that. Now once I apply onto the gas, there we go. We're moving. Apply onto the brakes, now we're stopped. Take my foot off the brake, we're holding. So there we go. That's the kind of best way to kind of show you quickly. I do have a separate video on that, but it seems like not a lot of people watch it, and they have a lot of questions on that. Cup holders right down here. Little tray action. Nice leather, soft touch. Opens right up to all this beautiful room. I can hide my quarters, my Funyuns, my snacks. Well, not anymore. I can't hide it from the kids because they're watching the videos. Now they know my hiding spot. But there it is. Glove box, lockable, check. Plenty of room. Hide whatever you want in there. Rear view mirror, tilt action. Boop. Hide those from those lights. Dome lights. Put it off. Keep it in the center so if you open up a door, lights will come on. LED lights. One touch power moonroof. I don't play with this on rainy days. I'm sure you guys don't, but I love opening this up, waving at everyone. I'm a happy guy. Sunglasses. Little mirror and light and light. Now to close this bad boy is quick and easy. Just whoop, done. Just like that. So there it is, guys. This is going to be the EX model. Once again, if you want to see some other videos, check the links down below. I am a small channel, so every like, subscribe, comment down below helps me out to justify me doing this on my free time, okay? Well, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.